Swindon Town returned to winning ways in the Sky Bet League 2 this afternoon courtesy of a 20 win against Cambridge United at the Energy. Keshi Anderson's second goal for the club broke the deadlock early in the first half, and Harry Smith's late effort made sure of the 3 points. Town opted to make 3 changes, with Chris Robertson missing out completely and both Timmy Elsnick and Paul Mullin dropped to the bench. Matt Preston came in at the heart of the defence to make his debut for the club, while there were also spots in the starting 11 for Emil Linganzi and Kyan Woolery. The Reds were looking to bounce back following the disappointment of Tuesday night's defeat to Coventry City, although it was a slow start by the hosts. Cambridge won a couple of early corners and they carved out the first chance of the game, although Uche Ikpeazu could only head over it wasn't long before Town began to flex their attacking muscles though, and they broke the deadlock with just 12 minutes on the clock. After Linganzi saw his pile driver parried by David Ford, Woolery was able to get the ball back in and Keshi Anderson was on hand to slot home. Chances were proving to be hard to come by at either end of the pitch, with most of the battles being contested in the middle of the park. Cambridge began to come back into the contest, although they couldn't make their pressure count, with Brad Halliday skewing a shot well wide, while Ikpeazu saw his effort deflected behind. Linganzi then saw his header drift wide of the post before Ikpeazu could only send a tame strike into the arms of Lawrence Vigouroux after Woolery's loose pass was pounced on. Town always looked to have the edge in attack though, and they came close to grabbing a second goal shortly before the break. Linganzi worked the ball out to Woolery, who kept his cool to pick out Anderson with a clever cutback, but the striker's powerful effort was bravely blocked by Leon Legg. Both sides had a chance each before the break, with George Maris sending a thunderbolt straight at Vigouroux, while Anderson saw his shot deflect behind after latching onto a Norris showdown. There was a slow start to proceedings in the second half, with Perkis' sliced shot the only real action of note in the opening exchanges. Ikpeazu's luckless afternoon in front of goal continued after the break, as he could only send a header off target just shy of the hour mark. Town were then forced into making a change, with Harry Smith replacing the injured Luke Norris, who left the field holding his shoulder, with both sides struggling to make something happen in a tight and cagey affair. The Reds elected for another set of fresh legs, with John Goddard returning from a long injury layoff to replace Woolery. Cambridge came close to restoring parity late on as Ikpeazu headed Halliday's cross onto the post, with a rebound falling into the arms of Vigouroux. Harrison Dunk could only thrash wide for the visitors, while Town had a chance to wrap up the 3 points, although Gordon's shot was saved by the legs of Ford after the winger was put clean through by Anderson. Dave Flitcroft made his third and final change of the afternoon, with Paul Mullin replacing Gordon with less than 10 minutes remaining. Town were still pressing for a winner late on, and they were nearly gifted it after a mix-up at the back allowed Anderson a clean sight in front of goal, but his first effort was blocked by Ford before his shot on the follow-up was headed off the line by Legg. But the Reds did add a second, and it came courtesy of Smith's first goal for the club, the striker tucking home after being played in by Anderson. Lancashire had to clear an effort off the line, and that proved to be that, with Town turning in a professional display to get back to winning ways. Teams and stats scorers: Keshi Anderson 12, Harry Smith 88. Swindon Town 4,231 Vigouroux Perkis, Preston, Lancashire C, Taylor Dunn, Linganzi Woolery John Goddard 69 Anderson, Gordon Paul Mullin 82 Norris Harry Smith 62, subs not used Charles Cook, Noyle, Iandolo, McDermott, Cambridge United 442 Ford Halliday, Legg C, Taft, Dunk Minga Giovanni Brown 65, Deegan Emmanuel Osadebe 72, Elito Jake Carroll 65, Maris Ibera, Ikpeazu, subs not used Mytoff, O'Neill, Howkins, Foy, bookings Cambridge United Gary Deegan. Referee Andy Woolmer. Attendance 5,847 326.